Hello, I'm Gerald Seymour. My new novel, published in July, is The Dealer and the Dead. It's a story set in eastern Croatia, and it begins with a village community having the final clearance by a mine clearance expert that part of their fields are now free and safe. The farmer goes out with his tractor and his plough and turns over the ground that hasn't been touched for 19 years and turns up 4 bodies from the war of 1991, when different parts of the Balkans were at each other's throats. And in the pocket of one of the cadavers, the carcasses, is a scrap of paper with a telephone number and an identification on it. These 4 men were in the cornfield waiting for an arms shipment to be delivered to them, which might have saved the village in its defence. The arms shipment never turned up. They stayed too long at the rendezvous. Their enemies killed them and then buried them in shallow graves. And it's the story in The Dealer and the Dead of what happens inside that community today when they find out, the survivors, who their husbands, sons, nephews were waiting for. So the village clubs together, puts everything of value that it can get its hands on, raises a sum of money and takes out a contract. The whole community takes out a contract on the life of this arms dealer, who's an Englishman living in the south of England, and these are events long, long ago in his past, but the past will catch up with him, and he will find himself being stalked by an efficient and proven assassin. That's the dealer, and that's the legacy of his past, of the dead.